It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Commanders and the Giants, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. And they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Now, meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And last week, that was one of those... Just wants to erase from his memory banks, but I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. He's going to have those kind of outings in year 1, but the big... What does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Washington defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now back to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start with the option.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 129 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
The Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Singletary again.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
He gets it left side to Johnson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3.
Singletary the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They'll set up a throw.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. A handoff on the option to Singletary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Devin Singletary, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have regained the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. To throw is Daniels.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36.
Robinson on a give right side. Brought down in the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year. The Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Throwing now is Daniels.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air goes Daniels.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Giants are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Commanders' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Daniels.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Daniels looking to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He finds his man Johnson. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. This 2nd and 4.
Jameis to throw it. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The quick feet by Jackson. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Second in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Option play, here's Robinson.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Winston. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now Winston.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air again with Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Throwing, Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to... A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Second down and 6 now.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Now back to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They're going to look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows, These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
New York ready to go again offensively. They'll take over with great field position here, down a point as they start 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Flushed out right, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Got his man. It's Warren. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
Play fake. Winston. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Point after try forthcoming. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense and running back Devin Singletary headed back onto the field. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 2. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Marquise Bell gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Second and 15. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Daniels.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Daniels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground with Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season. Continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Robinson again, and this time he's in for a Washington touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Left side, he's got Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and a yard.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And the Washington offense heading out.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Commanders,
they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week